Tashdile and welcome to Tibet This Week, a weekly feature in English about this week's news on Tibet, His Holiness the Dalai Lama and Central Tibetan Administration. Let's look at the headlines first. His Holiness the Dalai Lama celebrates his 83rd birthday in Ladakh. Dharamshala celebrates the 83rd birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama. CTA President meets with Deputy Commissioner and Executive Councillor of Ladakh. Tibetans across India organize Feed the Hungry campaign to thank India. Central Tibetan Administration launches Namgyal Lamutak last book, Costumes and Jewelry of Tibet. A large number of well-wishers gathered at the 83rd birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama in Ladakh on Friday last week. Addressing the gathering, His Holiness said, "In Buddhist tradition, the best offering is the offering of practice and implementation of Guru's teachings. I ask each one of you to do something to contribute towards creating a happier, peaceful world and cultivate peace of mind within yourself."
순조 제약이 랭겐데 나도 표미 아자자 표미 사야 쭉 든저리 디 아자자 그러면 소르다니 벽이 쳐들이 준디 신대야래 강에도 싫어야래 다 히말라야 리규 향도 디디 간다 근주된주 여den이 싫어래도가 사디네 인도산에 계란조에 벽이 쳐들이 준 다고 땅에 잘 차되었다.
His Holiness also mentioned his four principal commitments in life which contribute to the creation of a more compassionate world, encouraging inter-religious harmony, preserving Tibetan Buddhist culture and revival of Nalanda tradition in modern India. During his Ladakh visit, CTA President Dr. Lobsang Singye in his address told the people of Ladakh of how fortunate they were on having His Holiness on the special day.
People from all over the world travel just to get a glimpse of His Holiness Dalai Lama and his blessings. For people of Tibet, just to get 5 seconds, 50 seconds, or even 5 minutes of his blessing is their dream, is their lifetime goal. But His Holiness himself has come to see you, this beautiful place, and the people of Ladakh on his most special day.
He further highlighted the importance of adopting secular ethics and the revival of Tibetan Buddhism. The birthday of the Tibetan spiritual leader was also celebrated across the globe. The official 83rd birthday of His Holiness the Dalai Lama was attended by a large crowd gathered at Tsuklakhang in Dharamshala on Friday last week. The chief guest at the ceremony, Sri Kishan Kapoor, Minister of Food, Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs in Himachal Pradesh, spoke briefly about His Holiness the Dalai Lama's life in Tibet before coming into exile and lauded His Holiness for his commitment to peace. He also expressed certainty that the Tibet issue will be resolved soon and added that India will play a key role in the fruition of that goal. The President of Central Tibetan Administration, Dr. Lobsang Singye, met with Deputy Commissioner and Executive Councillor of Ladakh on Saturday last week. The meeting discussed 13 key challenges faced by the Tibetan community in Ladakh, where Dr. Singye requested the Council for an earliest review and address of such. Other highlights of the meeting included the rehabilitation of the Tibetan nomads, the difficulties faced due to lack of grazing land for their livestock. At the meeting, Deputy Commissioner Ms. Anvi assured the implementation of schemes and plans in aid of the Tibetan community proposed by the government. Tibetans across India organized a series of Feed the Hungry campaign as part of the celebrations for His Holiness the Dalai Lama's 83rd birthday and CTA's year-long Thank You India campaign on Friday last week. Under the leadership of the Central Tibetan Administration, Tibetan people across India are observing the year 2018 with a series of pan-India events to express gratitude to the government and people of India. Mrs. Namgyal Lamutakla, author and renowned Tibetan figure who is also a former health secretary of CTA, released the first ever work of documentation of traditional Tibetan costumes and jewellery in Dharamshala on Wednesday this week. The book, titled Costume and Jewellery of Tibet, was released by CTA President Dr. Lobsang Singye during a launch ceremony held at Tibet Museum. Speaking at the event, Mrs. Namgyal Lamu said that the book has been enriched with the exquisite knowledge shared by the elder Tibetan generation and that it took her 15 years to complete the book. The author hoped that the book will serve as a treasure house of information for young Tibetans to enable them to learn about their rich cultural traditions that are now disappearing. Speaking on the book, Dr. Singye said, "While inside Tibet, systematic efforts are being made to synthesize the Tibetan culture, people, their religious and social life. This book will serve a great purpose in presenting the unique identity of the people of Tibet, which is so well preserved in the book." The 183-page book presents rare photos of early records of Tibetan costumes of the people of 3 provinces of Tibet, Tibetan textile, costumes and Tibetan government officials, oracles, opera and charm, and jewels and hairstyles and ornaments. So much for this week. See you next time and have a great weekend.